That's what we're waking up to. Glorious. Oh, makes you just want to get up. There's ducks over there. Let's get up and jump out the van. Overheard out of context snippets of conversation in public. These little nuggets seem to just cut through the thong. This was overheard in a pub by a female speaking, and she said, and videoed him on the floor in the nude. Why was he on the floor? And why was he in the nude? I have no idea, but she filmed him anyway. This was also a female, also in a pub. And she said, she took a photo of it. It was that long. What was that long? Was it that impressive? And this was overheard in a pub. A random male said, he even needs to go upstairs to see if he even needs to wipe it or not. Why what? Why would he need to go upstairs? And there we have it. Snippets of conversation overheard out of context in public. It's a simple breakfast. I'm going to cook later. This is a little nature reserve in the middle of Thetford. There's rivers and lakes and various fauna. Oh, there's another deer over there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Oh, I could be like a little kid getting all excited. It's 9:30 in the morning. Wow. Well, if you ever come to Thetford, definitely check out this little gem. Yeah, it starts off by the 3 Nuns Bridges is where I'm parked. Alright, let's see if we can find the elusive otter. On the nest, look, awesome. Here it is, look, see it? There's a deer just there, it's just gone across there. It just walked across the path here. There's another one over there somewhere. A merchant built this house in about 1490. The large amount of visible carved woodwork was a sign of his wealth and status. This is the Bell Hotel, dating from the 1490s. The Bell became an important coaching inn on the London to Norwich Road. Note the iron nails hammered into the corner posts of the hotel. Public proclamations were displayed here. Thetford man Harry Bensley walked around the world for a bet, wearing an iron mask and pushing a pram. After 30,000 miles, all bets are off as World War I begins. Harry Bensley, born 1876 or 1877, was an English rake and adventurer, best remembered as the subject of an extraordinary wager between John Pierpont Morgan and Hugh Cecil Lowther, 5th Earl of Lonsdale. How much of this story is based on fact is unclear. Bensley was from Thetford in Norfolk, England. In 1904, he was sentenced to 4 years penal servitude for bigamy and fraud. He had married a woman named Lily Chapman in 1903, even though he was already allegedly married to his first wife, Kate Green, whom he had married in 1898. He had also been defrauding people by posing as a son of a knight and claiming that he was due to inherit large estates in Norfolk. Right, I've got myself a gammon joint. I'm going to slice some of it, fry that, put it in a sandwich, and then I'm going to have half of it and boil it up, so I've got some boiled ham. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Trying to slice it first though. We'll boil that one up. Bit of olive oil in there. Not too much. Could do with a little table. A little uneven, but it'll be alright. Right by the river. Beautiful. Okay. Cool, look at that. Got a bit of mess of that bread, but it's feeding the ducks. Just cut that off there. Crack an egg in there. Oh, go on. A little bit of, oh, I meant to put a little bit in. Chili flakes and black pepper. Gammon and mushrooms, put a little bit of habanero sauce on there. Well, here we are. That egg, pop you on there. Right, well, that's going to get everywhere. Oh, look at it. Oh. Beautiful. What a mess that is, eh? God, that was so good. I'm going to do another one. Right, I'm going to boil this gammon. There we go. That's all cooked through. Nice bit of gammon there for other things. Got a new friend. Fed the goose some gammon. Now he keeps coming back. Got a new mate. Pearl barley. Thetford Priory, the Cluniac Priory of Our Lady of Thetford, founded in the early 12th century, owed much of its prosperity to the possession of holy relics and became a magnet for pilgrims. It was the burial place of the Earls and Dukes of Norfolk until its suppression by Henry VIII in 1540. In 1313 there was a riot in the presbytery. For some unknown reason a mob broke into the monastery. The prior and several monks fled to the church for sanctuary, but several were killed at the high altar and valuable church goods were carried away. The amount of rubbish that's dumped. A microwave, a chair and a bag. Rubbish. Oh yeah, I'm just seeing general rubbish just dumped everywhere. I don't get the mentality behind it. I mean, next thing you'll know, we'll be dumping a fridge freezer. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely bloody ridiculous. An ominous looking building in the middle of Thetford Forest. This is Thetford Warren Lodge. It's a rare survival from a lost local industry. It was probably built in the late 13th century by the monks of Thetford Priory that we saw earlier. The monks employed a warrener to manage the warren, similar to the role of gamekeeper today. He lived with his family on the upper floor of the lodge. You can still see their fine fireplace high on the wall. This was a lucrative business in medieval times. Rabbit meat was eaten at banquets and their fur was used to line the robes of royalty and nobles. The warren was a substantial size and was probably larger than modern Thetford. Much of the fur was processed and made into hats. Mercury used to treat the fur caused workers to suffer from symptoms similar to madness, hence the saying, as mad as a hatter. The lodge was built with thick walls and narrow windows to protect against attack from poachers who targeted the valuable rabbit skins. These were stored on the ground floor along with equipment such as traps and nets. Rabbits thrived in the area because of its dry climate and light soil, which is ideal for burrowing. Rabbit warrens were a status symbol in medieval times, as only the lords of manors could have them. So this little shindig in the van, I think it's been like a week and a half trip. The reason for taking this trip is in part just to see how we get along with the upgrades I've just done, and see what else needs to be done and how I'm getting on with it, and also for the jolly. But also, and this is just for shits and giggles, but I heard on YouTube, and you should believe everything you hear on YouTube, that there was a sighting of Dogman in Thetford Forest, and I went, really? That sort of piqued my interest, and so I thought, let's go down to Thetford Forest and spend the night there. And I've kind of done a circular sort of route, but here we are now, and we're in the forest alone. Stick to the light of the moon on the path, eh? So I was just chatting to an old boy that was parked up in the car park, and I asked him, I was like, you know, any legends or any myths or whatever in Thetford Forest? He was like, nah, nothing. Apparently there were a couple of white deer. Did he say white pheasants as well? As there was a golden pheasant, but he thinks that's been killed long ago. But yeah, nothing, no sort of scary stories or anything like that. But then he would say that, wouldn't he? I can still hear the birds, so we're okay. As soon as the forest goes quiet, then you're in trouble. Haven't found Dogman yet, but I did hear a little breeze that was a little bit airy, came from everywhere. And I was like, you know, you got the hairs on the back of your neck. It was just shortly after I asked who or what is here. No, I've not had anything to drink or anything else for that matter. Weird. What a weird space. Alright, we're heading back to the van now. Done about probably 4.5 miles. Just a bit of a round trip. Van's down that way. Well, I started off down here and I went over that way and around, and then right over that way, past there, right over there, further up, and then I just cut through here. So yeah, it's say about 4.5 miles. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes, so probably more like 4.5 where I've stopped for to do some filming. So I'm gonna go back to the van, chill out, have some food, and then crack open a beer as we're camping here for the night now. Alright, let's crack on. Right, this place is absolutely littered with rabbits. I've seen a few already, and it's not surprising, as it used to be a rabbit warren. But it's loads. I saw some over there, hence these carrots. Alright, but I was going to chuck them away, and I thought I'll give them to the rabbits, see what they make of it. Anyway, right, put them down here. I saw a load round here, so put one over there, and right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cook a Cullen skink. That's right. Oh, turn it on. Milk, water in there as well. Nice raw fit. Go on. Pop it in. A little bit of stock in there. Ooh, goodness. Right, let's check out that cooked fish. Let it cool for a little bit. Add plenty of veg. Add your sea salt. Bit of pepper. I'm adding some mushrooms because I've got mushrooms. A couple of bay leaves. So that's pretty much cooked. I was gonna lower the heat on that. And I'm gonna put that flake fish in there. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of gammon that I cooked earlier because I've got it. Bang that in there. And I've picked up some shrimps. Well, it says prawns, but they're more like shrimps. So I'm gonna warm this all through. Freshly chopped parsley. And would you look at that? Look at that beauty. Look at that. Oh, I'm truffled out. Yeah, that's gonna sort me out. It's gonna be better when I get the sink all plumbed in. I won't have to fart around doing this kind of stuff. This is to wash the pots. I've got a sink here, but this is just a temporary thing. That's not plumbed in yet. It's going to make a huge difference when I finally get it all sorted. That's a big quality of life adjustment, that one is. It's dark out there now, and I was thinking maybe I'll go for a little wander into the forest just to see what happens. What do you reckon? There's nothing other than the cars in the background. What was that? I'm surrounded by nothing. Yeah, that was pretty spooky. There you go. That's what you wake up to. Nice. Well, we survived the night in Thetford Forest. Didn't find any evidence of dogman. I'm relieved by that. So it's come to the end of the trip now. I'm going to head back to Skeggy to continue on the conversion of the van. A quick update on the rabbit and carrot situation. It was a success. The carrots down here that I threw, that's gone. This one's still down there, I don't know if you can see it just by here. So that'll be probably gone tonight, but that one, nowhere to be seen. So something's like that. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. My name's Si. This is, what is it? Superfan Vagabond, that's the one. Alright, I'll see you next time. Peace.